fluorescent lights, dusty linoleum, and stacks of yellow files. This is the office of a mid-level government bureaucrat, the picture of mundane administrative work. Lalit Kumar, an assistant regional transport officer in Lucknow, fit this setting perfectly. On paper, he earned a respectable but modest salary of around 80,000 to 1.5 lakh rupees a month. That quiet facade completely collapsed when the Vigilance Department arrived with a court order to raid his home. Investigators uncovered 13 crores in property assets, and a fleet of luxury cars rotated daily, keeping his true lifestyle separated from his government desk. By the end of the raid, the total value of his illegal assets reached a staggering 32 crore rupees. This is a figure that defies the traditional idea of petty government bribery. You don't reach 32 crores by occasionally sliding a few notes under a desk. To see how impossible that 32 crore figure actually is, we have to look at the timeline required to earn it. Imagine a scenario where an official successfully demands a massive bribe of 1 lakh rupees every single day. At that rate, it would take 41 years of non-stop daily payments, including holidays, just to reach that amount. An official's career simply doesn't last long enough to hit 32 crores through individual effort. Accumulating this wealth requires a machine that operates at an entirely different scale. That machine runs through the Regional Transport Office, the gatekeeper for an entire city's mobility. Every commercial permit, vehicle registration, and driving license passes through these desks. If you want to move goods or drive a car, your paperwork must clear this bottleneck. This creates the perfect environment for compound corruption. The official at the top doesn't personally interact with the public. Instead, he manages a vast collection pyramid. Sitting at the apex of an administrative choke point allows a bureaucrat to turn every stamp and signature into a stream of passive cash flow. Consider a standard transaction. A citizen is quoted an unofficial fee of 2,500 rupees by an external broker. The broker keeps a tiny fraction, perhaps 100 or 200 rupees, for facilitating the deal. As the file enters the office, the frontline clerks take their predetermined share to keep the paperwork moving. The money continues to split as it moves upward, with lateral commissions fixed for local police and mid-level officers. The final portion of that original 2,500 rupees eventually reaches the ARTO, acting as a clean, untraceable deposit at the top of the pyramid. This shadow system relies on obsessive accounting, with participants tracking commissions down to amounts as small as 25 rupees. Extreme bureaucratic wealth isn't generated by a few risky payouts, but by the relentless volume of thousands of these microtransactions. If this supply chain is so well insulated, what actually leads to a 32 crore raid? These systems are built to withstand external pressure from the law, but they are vulnerable to their own internal logic. The survival of a corruption pyramid depends entirely on every member of the chain, from the clerks to the brokers, receiving their exact agreed-upon cut. When that internal distribution is disrupted, the silence that protects the official at the top often disappears. The system is only as stable as the trust between the people running it. It's common to think of a bribe as an isolated act, one bad official taking advantage of an unlucky citizen. But a 32 crore fortune suggests something much more structural. It reveals a fully industrialized parallel economy operating with corporate efficiency. This is a highly organized, unofficial tax levied on the public to fund a shadow hierarchy. The true danger of bureaucratic corruption is how a multi-million-dollar criminal enterprise can thrive in plain sight, disguised as the most boring paperwork imaginable.